Hello there. H3T, it's Aboot that dang on time. Welcome to another live stream. I'm gonna try to stay on here the full half hour today, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do it, y'all. I don't know if I can keep doing this. Is this 17 losses in a row? I think so. We got some stuff to talk about. Demi, what's popping with you? OB, welcome back to the live stream. What's good with you? We got some stuff to get into, gosh dang it. We got some stuff to get into. You're new to the live streams. Welcome, my friend. Gosh dang it. I'm sorry that this is the live stream that you are joining in on, because this one's gonna be pretty freaking depressing. But shout out to you for making a live stream. I'm glad you were able to make it. Glad you were able to join the party, if you will. Gosh dang it. We gotta talk about David Fizdale, y'all, and I can't wait for the rest of y'all to get on here. I gotta just go ahead and go, because I'm not really sure how long I'm gonna be able to live stream tonight, because I don't think I can mentally withstand what's happening. Gosh dang it. OB, preach, please preach. Gosh dang it. Arthur, what's popping with you? Gosh dang it. I'm a little depressed, but you know what's good with you? Gosh dang it. Let's start with OB's point. Gosh dang it. We'll say he ghost wrote this bar for me. We just lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to say that one more time. We just lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers. If you didn't get a chance to watch my video before, an hour or two ago, I basically broke down that it's quite possible that the Knicks aren't tanking, that the Knicks are actually trying as hard as they possibly can, and we're still losing. And that realization really shook me. I mean, on camera, I was able to hold it together, but I really, really didn't want to believe it to be true. But after watching the Cavalier game, and specifically how that game ended, Philip was popping with you. Specifically how that game ended, I came to the conclusion that I think it's true. Fizdale tried his absolute hardest to win that game. Now, we could kind of jump out the window and say things like, well, DeAndre Jordan didn't play towards the end. Hazonia didn't play. None of the starters were really out there towards the end of the game. That didn't matter. Fizdale left in the unit that had gotten the game competitive. Fizdale was trying. Fizdale wanted to ride the hot hands. He wanted to keep his foot on the gas, because I think he wanted this win. I think everybody did. You could tell from the players, gosh dang it, they were not going to give up. Clutch shot after clutch shot after clutch basket after clutch basket, defensive stop after block after. I mean, you could just tell how bad the Knicks wanted to win this game. And again, if it was the Pistons or something like that, then you could kind of sit back and live with it. But not only did we lose to the Cavaliers, we're talking about this was a close game to Cleveland. LeBron's not there anymore. Kevin Love only played 15 minutes. Tristan Thompson didn't play. We just lost to a bunch of garbage cans with Cavalier jerseys on. I don't know half of those people, y'all. Like, for real, I don't know half of those people. And we just got murdered. I don't know, y'all. Jay was popping with you. Demi, we gonna get to that, gosh dang it. Let me just sum it up, then I'm gonna just talk to y'all for basically the rest of the live stream, because I've said all I've needed to say in the video I posted earlier today. We are terrible. And I'm not going to sit here and blame it on children. I don't feel like that's fair to all the kids that we've acquired. That's not fair. If Fizdale can't get us to win, I mean, not even a winning season, you can't even make us competitive. You can't even make us respectable. And again, I'm not here for this tanking stuff anymore. Not after tonight. Not when I watched them try to win. And you still couldn't do it. It's pathetic. It really is. It's pathetic. Hornacek wasn't this bad. They suck. And I'm putting it on Fizz, man. I know it's real stereotypical for a Knicks fan to sit here and talk trash about a new coach, but this is pathetic. Fizz, you can't get them to beat the Cavs? It's sad. I'm gonna just read what y'all saying. Gosh dang it, because I don't have anything else to say really. This is so sad. I mean, at least in a blowout, we could try to shoot them bail and say, ooh, maybe they're tanking. Not when you see them trying their hardest. And even if they won, I mean, do we pat them on the back and say, ooh, you beat the Cavs in overtime? Because that was the best case scenario. They hit a game-tying 3 and beat them bums in overtime. Do we pat them on the back for an overtime victory against the freaking Cavs? It's so sad. Michelle, what's good with you? What's popping with you? I apologize for everyone who has been commenting up until this point. I'm gonna start reading y'all's comments now. I apologize. Yo, Michelle, what's good with you? Yo, Michelle, since you in Ohio, are there any black people up there, gosh dang it? Because I was looking at like the pregame shenanigans and like they had a Boy Scout troop. And I mean, are there black people up there? Like, I'm just asking. Are there black people over there? I'm just curious. I just gotta ask. Taj, maybe you can let me know what's good over there. Are there black people in Ohio? I'm just curious because I didn't see anyone in the stands and I was feeling a little bit uncomfortable. Mitchell Robinson was showing off some next level athleticism and I didn't see him get out twice. All I'm saying is I'm a little bit concerned, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know. Hey, I'm just checking. I was getting a little bit concerned, gosh dang it. They might try to take Dennis Smith Jr. from, I don't know. I just had to check and make sure. I told you. I seen him get out twice, but that's not here nor there. Anyway, what y'all saying, gosh dang it? Taj says, I can't even clap back at Knicks haters anymore. It ain't worth it. What do we have to say to people? You feel me? What can we possibly say to anyone? What can we possibly say to someone talking trash about our organization at this point? On the road to Zion. Are we? Are we with the exact same chance as the Cavs? Statistically, the exact same chance as the Cavs and the Hawks? Who's the third worst team? I don't even know. Suns? Are we? You feel me? And what's that going to solve? I don't know. Ronald, what's popping with you? Gosh dang it. The homie 420 says, we got to get us a Zion, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant. I mean, hey, if you feel like that is going to solve things, and I'm not gonna shoot down your dreams or whatever. If that's what you're gonna hold on to get you through the season, by all means, have confidence in that. Gosh dang it. Troy, what's popping with you? Gosh dang it. That's a low-key ignorant question. We're a low-key ignorant team. How about that? I don't see the likes. I can't see anything. The only thing I can see is how long I've been live. So I have no idea if y'all got me the 10 likes. And I don't know how many of y'all are in this joint. I have no idea. YouTube don't tell me that stuff no more. So if I got 10 likes, I appreciate it. If I didn't, could I have 10? Like, I don't know. YouTube don't tell me nothing no more. So you feel me? What y'all saying? We are worse than the Hawks and the Cavs. Don't we play the Hawks next or something like that? Who do we play next? I'm putting like actual money that we never win another game again at this point. But that's not here or there. Today's Knicks are the Clippers of the 90s. Ouch. Heavens. S-Mode, what's popping with you guys? Dang it. Nick's Moses says, we can say the same thing we've been saying for years. Still a fan. I'm with you on that, gosh dang it. Man, what does that say about our character, though? You feel me? We got to be some of the most loyal fans in history. To sit through this shenanigans? What does that say about us, gosh dang it? We have a 33% chance of getting Zion. Probably not with our luck. That's something else you got to throw in there, our luck. We can keep sending Clyde over to the dang on lottery thing, but it is what it is, gosh dang it. The homie Demi says, should we fire Fizdale and sign Luke? No. Get you a good coach. Get you a good coach that people universally know is a good coach, not some kind of sleeper pick. You feel me? Like our coaching scouts are like straight out of my GM mode on 2K. Don't give me the freaking sleeper pick. Go get a good coach. Like, I don't feel like it's that difficult. Go find a good coach. I mean, there's plenty out there. Last time I checked, that man Thibodeau still ain't got a job. Go get Tom Thibodeau. I've been asking for years now, can we get Tom Thibodeau? But they refuse to do it. I mean, how many people have been asking for Mark Jackson? When's that going to happen? I don't feel like it's that difficult to go find a good coach. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you guys, dang it. Dang, I only got 3 likes. That's a crying shame. Oh, Michelle says 5 likes. Well, then I appreciate the 5 likes, gosh dang it. Are you excited about possibly getting Zion? You know I'm not, because we're probably not going to get him. You know I'm not, gosh dang it. Oh, yeah. Arthur, Kadeem Allen was amazing. Kadeem Allen was incredible tonight. We can't let that man go. They better not hit him with the Trey Burke shuffle. We better keep that man. I swear to 14 Moses says we better keep that man. If we hit him with the Trey Burke shuffle, I swear we better keep that man. 11 likes. I appreciate that, gosh dang it. I had no problem with Mike Woodson. Had I had known the alternative was this, you feels me. Nah, Tibbs got let go. He is he's currently not the Timberwolves coach anymore. Taj says, mind you, Knicks are the most valuable franchise still. So are we as fans actually high IQ fans getting hurt by the Knicks bottom line? That's a good question. That's a good question. I have no idea. The homie Camilo, haven't seen you in a long time. What's good with you? Our guards, including Moutier, Frank, Trier, Dotson, Dennis, Jenkins, Allen. Quickly pull up the box score and see how many players played today. The NIF for the Knicks, no consistency for minutes anymore. I agree with you 1,000%. The homie Ronald says, I seriously feel like no big name free agents will come here because the expectations in New York is too much of a burden. You want to keep it a bean? Like, aside from the fact that we suck and nobody wants to play with us, I don't feel like the expectations are that high. Look at the Melo years. Like, if you dunk on a fast break, we're retiring your jersey. You feel me? All you got to do is be decent and we'll love you forever. Like, let's really break down the Carmelo years. We had one really good year where we made it over to the second round, but everything else We either got swept in the first round by Boston, we won one game against Miami to force a game 5 where they slaughtered us because Jeremy Lin was ducking the smoke from D Wade. We should have swept the Celtics the next year, but Kenyon Martin and them were playing games and they came in dressed in all black. You remember that shenanigans? We should have swept the Celtics. JR would have never got suspended from elbowing Jason Terry. So we're talking 3 years of being decent, and it was trash. But they talking about retiring Melo's jersey. All you got to do is be competitive. I don't even think the expectations are that high. I'm going to keep it valid with you. I don't think the expectations are that high. I think people just think we suck, which is true. And nobody wants to play with us because our management is mentally handicapped. And no offense to all my mentally handicapped viewers. Shout out to you guys, dang it. But management is trash. We got a terrible coach, and we keep losing. I don't think expectations have anything to do with it. You get us a 500 record, I bet you they retire your jersey. Y'all folks was hanging on to KP like he did something. You feel me? You just got to be decent. That's all it takes in New York. Just be decent. Trier and Dotson are trash. We're going to have a Trier conversation eventually, but not yet. Same thing with Kevin Knox. I'm not ready to push them downstairs because they are young. And I feel like Trier is just hitting the rookie wall. David, what's popping with you? Exactly. Linsanity was a great example. That didn't even lead to anything. It was a week, and then he went back to being normal. You feel me? No, but I mean, he might be 24, but he's still a rookie. I'm not going to push him down the stairs. No way. Legit Style says, if you see the last play David Fizdale called, you would know coaching ain't the problem. This is the only game they actually tried to win in the past 15 games. Relax, guys. It's called tanking. If you want to continue to believe that they're tanking, go right on ahead. I did that for the last, 50 games now, and it helped me sleep a little bit. I can't continue living a lie. We're trash. But if you want to continue to have the mentality that we're tanking, either because you legitimately believe it, or it's really a kind of a funny punchline to make this losing a little less lighthearted, a little more lighthearted, then by all means go ahead. By all means go right on ahead. I'm not going to stop you from living a lie if it makes you feel better. But I'm not going to agree with that, gosh dang it. If you want to galvan the troops to live in it's going to be okay land, go right on ahead. But I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. I can't keep getting on here being like, oh, did you see when they pulled so-and-so at the 5-minute mark? No, I can't. I'm not going to judge you for doing it, even though I know it sounds like I am. But if you want to believe that, go ahead. 420 says you have to be patient with the new blood, including new management. There's nothing new about our management. This is Scott Perry's second or third year. Is this his third? His second year. Scott Perry is assisting Steve Mills, who was around during the Carmelo trade. That's not new. Fizdale's a new coach, but he's trash. Again, we pushed I don't forgot this man's name. We pushed Derek Fisher down the staircase, and he was a first-year coach. David Fizdale's been a coach before. And he's worse than Fisher, who was fresh off of playing backup point for OKC. I failed to see where the new management is. Did Dolan leave or something? Did I miss something? Did Oakley actually connect with the two-piece? Did I miss something? I don't see any new management. I see a bunch of bums. Sorry. Brennan says, do you think we can maybe flip Vonleh for Markieff Morris? I wouldn't do that. Vonleh's been messing up, but I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Isn't he hurt? Isn't he coming off of an injury? I'm not here for that. Taj, for real? Gosh dang it. The homie Jay says, I would love to have one or both brothers to keep. I don't know how I feel about that. As far as like veterans on the team, we already got DeAndre Jordan and Lance Thomas. I don't know if I want any more old dudes. Gosh dang it, but that's not here and there. Ronald says there's no reason for any team to tank this hard. They're not tanking, they're sucking. You dig? Troy says Scott Perry's great. Hey, cool. Sure. S-Mode says we always tank when we negative. I'd like to hear more behind that, gosh dang, but that's not here there. Demi, no, I don't think we need Markieff Morris. If they got Carmelo, honestly, I'd just laugh at this point. I would just laugh. I hope they don't send that man I hope a G League team doesn't pick him up. I hope he just retires off into the sunset, because I would just cry if he showed up in the D League, on some real stuff. Fisher was a horrible coach. I agree, but not as bad as Fizz, apparently. Legit style, we'll see. Will we see the real coaching next year? I mean, if they keep him and something improves, sure. But I mean, if he actually decides to coach for real next year, that kind of just adds on to my point if he's a terrible coach. Again, this whole tanking thing is speculation. We have no proof of that. We have to just assume that they're trying to win games. There's no real proof of tanking because they can't come out and tell us. And I'm not going to sit here and play conspiracy theory when I'm watching them try their hardest to win, when I'm watching interview after interview after interview after interview of players telling us we're not tanking. And again, I know you can't come out and say we're tanking, but I mean, there's just no reason for us to be this bad. It doesn't mathematically make sense. If it was the old rules where you get the worst thing and there's a high chance of you getting a high draft pick, then okay. But there's literally no reason for us to be losing like this. If Fizz is just purposefully throwing in the towel, then he's a bum. He's a bum. Him and management for letting it happen. Sorry. We can't keep changing coaches. I'm tired. But he's trash. He's worse than our last two. Don't get caught up in the whole we're saying get rid of another coach thing. Don't get wrapped up in that. People are going to talk trash about us. That's just how it goes. We're Knicks fans. You got to get used to that. Fizdale is the worst coach ever. Ever. Whether you think he's been purposefully throwing games or not, we all agree that tonight he was trying to win. And he couldn't do it. And y'all are going to blame that on the players? You're going to blame that on the little kids we have out on the court? You think that's their fault? Really? Really? Jefferson, what's popping with you? He thinks he's ready for my mouth. Really? Okay. So, according to y'all's, half of y'all's philosophy, it's the players. Is that what y'all saying? Y'all saying it's the players? Y'all saying it's these little kids' fault? We're not going to put anything on the coach. Really? Y'all think it's the players? You think it's Dennis Smith Jr.'s fault that we lost tonight's game? Y'all think it's Trier's fault, right? You think it's Kevin Knox's fault because he's not hitting shots regularly, right? Let me guess. It's Luke Cornett's fault too, right? It's Luke Cornett's fault that he hasn't played for the last 2 games and was a little bit rusty tonight. Was it his fault that he hit that 3-pointer from almost half court to even make it a game that had nothing to do with Fizz? It was his fault, right? Right? It's the little kids' fault that they play defense to get us back into the game to make it competitive. That's the kids' fault, right? That's because they suck, right? That's what you're saying. Fizdale really sits there and doesn't draw plays, and y'all have the audacity to blame rookies and sophomores? Children? Y'all gonna blame children that don't get consistent minutes? Is it their fault that they don't play 3 games in a row? Do they make that decision? Did the players call for the exact same play? Oh, well, Cornette hit 1 shot. Let's do it again. They're not looking for that. That was the players' fault, right? Nah. I'm not with y'all on that. It's the coach's job to get these kids together. It's the coach's job to try and make this work. And again, y'all got to think about the context of what we're talking about. We're not talking about we lost to the Pistons again. We lost to the Cavaliers. Fizz can't motivate kids to beat the Cavs. I'll sit here and tell you, yeah, Kevin Knox has a little bit of a low motor. Absolutely. Whose job is it to snap him out of it? You don't want to put the low motor on Fizdale? You don't feel like that's a part of Fizdale's job? Who started Kevin Knox if he's such a bum? Did Kevin Knox start himself tonight? Did Mario Hezonja just bench himself after he hit the most disrespectful dunk of all time? Did Hezonja bench himself? No. I'm not with it. I'm not flowing with it. I'm not going with it. I can't do it. Esco, I'm glad I'm not alone. I normally sit here. And I try to go with y'all's energy, but I can't do it. Not when y'all start jumping out the window like this. Matthew, your argument is Fizz took the Grizzlies to the playoffs. Cool. Took him to the playoffs. He was an interim coach for an already established team. What did Fizz do? Fizz took over. That's like giving all the credit to Steve Kerr for the success of Golden State. We ain't giving Mark Jackson a little bit of credit for where Golden State is right now. Like, if I'm wrong in some place, I'm 1,000%. I'm 1,000% here to be wrong. I'm 1,000% here. And if you want me to spread it, if you want me to spread the game a little bit, if you want me to spread the blame a little bit, then I can do that. You don't want me to just put it on Fizz? Cool. Absolutely. Sure. It's not just Fizdale's fault. Just getting rid of David Fizdale is not going to solve our problems. 1,000%. 1,000%. If you're uncomfortable with me only putting the blame on David Fizdale, then by all means, yes, we can continue to spread it. But wait a minute. But what have I been saying? What have I been doing for the last 50 live streams this season? Have I been taking individual players to task? Have I been trash talking individuals who aren't doing their job? Raise your hand if you dropped an Emmanuel Mudiay diss track this year. Raise your hand if in the beginning of the season you called Kevin Knox a bum. Raise your hand if you had it up to here with Tim Hardaway Jr. Raise your hand if you have been by yourself annihilating Frank Ntilikina. Raise your hand if you have raised concerns about Damian Dotson from every now and again. Raise your hand if you openly criticized DeAndre Jordan his second game with us for fouling out when you're supposed to be a mentor of Mitchell Robinson. Now, with everything I just said, raise your hand if you said it in a live stream. I sit here and I criticize Fizdale for 24 hours out of the whole season, and I'm not keeping the same energy. I sit here and I address something else that is awry, and I'm not keeping it a bean. Because I have one specific live stream where I'm saying David Fizdale is a bum, and I'm sick of not saying anything, hiding it under this false pretense of we're tanking. Sever. It's not just Fizdale, it's the kids. Sever. What about Kevin Knox? Sever. What about management? Sever. What about Dolan? Dennis Smith Jr. shoots too much. Frank Ntilikina's gonna be the future. Well, since y'all don't like me saying it, I feel like I'm slipping into a little Alex Jones, gosh dang it. I feel like I'm out here spitting conspiracy theories, gosh dang it. They're turning the freaking frogs gay. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm at a loss. That's me searching because I'm at a loss. So here's what I'm going to do from now on. Whenever I'm talking about one specific thing that's wrong with the team that I don't feel like... Here's a perfect example. When we have our Alonzo Trier conversation and I bring up how he hit the rookie wall, what I'm going to do is make sure that I speak on every little thing that's wrong with the team to make sure I'm not throwing it all on Alonzo Trier. Let me make sure I do that. So every time that I speak on a person or an aspect of our team that I don't particularly care for, that we don't speak about enough, I'll be sure to mention every other thing to make sure I'm not just putting the blame on one person. I mean, you would think that would be implied. It's not like I cover the Knicks after every game. It's not like y'all listen to me and I'm screaming because y'all clearly don't hear me. Is this loud enough for you? You want me to get a little louder? I can get louder if you want. That was easy. But we're going to stop this. We're going to stop this shenanigans, gosh dang it. We're going to stop changing the narrative. We're going to stop changing the subject. Did Fizdale send y'all? Did David Fizdale send y'all? I know what this is. This is an ambush. David Fizdale sent y'all, didn't he? He saw me make a little Make a little video, gosh dang it. And he said, oh, they're going to take me to task. Do whatever you can to get this man's energy off of me. Well, it's not going to work. Fizdale, you're a bum. You're the worst coach in NBA history, and I'm not going to let it slide. We have lost 16 games in a row, and you're going to sit here and tell me, don't give Fizz the flames. We are historically and statistically the worst Knicks team of all time, and you don't want me to scream on Fizz. Like, comment, subscribe, H3T. Seeing the Triple OG putting as much work as me. Do me a favor, point them out. I have never been more irritated and disgusted with the lot of y'all, gosh dang it. Now, it's all love. It's all love. Okay? It's all love. And Michael B's like that. We all got different opinions. And at the end of the day, we're all Knicks fans. We're all on the same team here. But y'all ain't gonna get me off of Fizz. Not when we lose 17, excuse me. Not when we lose 17 games in a row. I am not gonna sit here and not yell at Fizz. Not when he tried to win a game and couldn't do it against the Cavs. So when we have a season that's only 10 games, when we've only won 10 games the whole season, I bet y'all want me to lay off Fizz then too, right? Right? Oh, just another Knicks fan blaming the coach. We are statistically the worst Knicks team in franchise history, and y'all want me to lay off of Fizdale. Does he have to assassinate one of the players before I talk trash about him? That made me sick. I swear to 14 Moses. I don't even want the Roar Train. I don't even want the Roar Train. I'm just leaving because I can't with y'all. I can't with y'all. He's trash. He's trash. He's a bum. He's a freaking bum. And if that makes you uncomfortable, I'm sorry. I'm uncomfortable that the Knicks can't beat the Cavaliers. I'm uncomfortable that we've only won 10 games. You don't like me calling him a bum? He's a freaking bum!